Hello, everybody. This is Noah Ponza of Heiser Franchise YouTube channel and Noah Ponza, etc. And today we are looking at the new Super Doomsday Dubs player pack box. Let's start with some of these prizes. Here are 5 macro mini landmines. As you can see, landmine over there, pretty spectacular. That's the landmine. Here's the macro mini version. You thought you never need a macro mini? Well, guess what? These are raffle prizes that will be combined with other things that make cool raffle. These towels, there are 3 of these. They could end up in the players packs too. And then over here, we have bucket caps. We have 2. We have a couple Doomsday Disc bucket caps. Go down throwing. Look at this. They gave us a bunch of those. Wow. We'll get into this here in a second. And then we have some Doomsday Disc beanies. Some beanies, which are cool. So we got some beanies in here. Should be a lot of fun. And then we'll start with the beanies here. We got beanies. So we have beanies. So if you didn't see the beanie, bucket cap, beanie, stuff like that. And then over here, now let's get into this. So first off, we have the Rot here. The Rot is a beadless putter. The only beaded putter in the Doomsday Disc lineup. So if you like beaded putters and you like punt with beaded putters, this could be your move. This is just in the regular ration plastic, so a baseline plastic, not super, beats in pretty quickly, but I have a Rot. It's amazing. It's utterly amazing. So if you like beaded putter and you want a nice throwing putter, the Rot is your move. Next up in the putter category over here, we have the Gloom. The Gloom is a beadless putter. Sorry, mistake earlier. Beadless putter. And the beadless putter, it has no bead. It's similar to the Bleak, but if you don't like the Bleak, the Gloom is your option. Gloom is a nice disc. A friend of mine, he used to putt with steady BLs. Now he putts with Glooms. So that's a good comparison to it. And the last but not least, of course, we already spoiled it earlier in the video, but the landmine. The landmine, right here. The landmine, classic. Simple, easy design, simple fun. Just tons of fun. It's a lid. Basically, it's a lid. It's a plate for eating food on. That's what it is. And if you like that, you'll definitely like some of the other discs in this lineup. All right, let's go over here now. Now let's get into the mid-ranges. Let's start with the most understable of them, the Flat Earth. The Flat Earth is a mid-range that is that's beadless, but also is kind of deep. It's kind of a deep mid-range. So be prepared for some crazy rollaways, maybe. But it's a nice, just sticky plastic, really nice plastic, really nice stamp. This is a good stamp from Doomsday here. They also have a pink, a racer pink to be specific. That's a cool looking stamp right there. Nice little thing. Now let's go to the next mid-range, which is the Scavenger. The Scavenger, these are glow. So if you're thinking your card may play a while, you may want to grab these glow Scavengers as soon as they come out. They look really nice. They came out really nice. These Scavengers are probably a little bit more overstable than this Flat Earth when thrown flat. So could be exciting. Especially glow. They say they're more unstable, but I believe they're more stable than a Flat Earth. And then last but not least, if you want an overstable option, beef. You want some beef in your life? Well, guess what? We have your idea. Ooh, baby. This could be a hot one. This disc right here. This one could be a hot one. This multicolored stamp. Ooh, man. That's pretty sexy right there. So, Crisis. The Crisis disc is an overstable approach disc. It's a bit more overstable than a Zone. It kind of feels like a Zone, but it's a bit more overstable in my opinion. It looks like a Zone, kind of from the rim. Looks like that sort of overstable approach disc, but you will not go wrong with a glow with a Crisis. Now let's go to the drivers. So, obviously, if you're looking at what the heck are these discs? So let's start with you're like, what the heck are these discs? So let's start with least crazy to most crazy. I'll start with this. This is the Cataclysm. Cataclysm last year was also in the Super Doomsday Dubs. But if you've never thrown a Cataclysm, it's kind of like an Innova DD1. That's the flight number. So if you like those flight numbers, you're going to like the Cataclysm. Cataclysm is an overstable distance driver, but it's not too overstable, and it's not too understable. It's a nice, happy medium distance driver. I like it personally. So I will not be throwing this Cataclysm, but you, if you sign up for Super Doomsday Dubs, will. And then, so we'll start with the least. So that's the most craziest. That's the least craziest of our drivers. Let's go to the next one. So the next one's right here. This is the Flying Guillotine. The Flying Guillotine is one of the most insane discs on the market. Here's why. It has a pretty regular distance driver rim. Like, pretty thick, but not too thick. Pretty thick rim. But look at this. Look how shallow that disc is. That is super shallow. And super crazy. So I would recommend personally, if you're going to throw this disc, be prepared. It'll go straight. It'll go far. It'll be a little bit overstable. It'll be probably slightly more overstable for some players due to the shallowness. But if you are a distance bomber, you got distance bomber potential. You think you're David Wiggins Jr., you think you're Anthony Umbrella, you think you're Simon Lizotte back in his heyday, you will find good use out of the Flying Guillotine. We have a couple different colors. We have green and orange. So we have a green one here, and an orange one right here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then last but not least, the most ridiculous disc in the Doomsday Disc lineup. Even more ridiculous than the Landmine, in my opinion. The Landmine is just a fun disc. This is next level. Let's go here. This doesn't even fit on the screen. If you want to see how big this disc is, watching on your phone, it does not give it justice. Watch it on a computer. This is the Bunker Buster. The Bunker Buster is one of the craziest discs you will ever see. Because guess what? It is insane. So guess what? This disc right here is one of the discs of all this, in my opinion. So, this thing, I call it the dinner plate, even though the Landmine could also be called the dinner plate. This disc weighs in at 197 grams. It's a max weight fairway driver. It's literally a max weight disc. The way I describe the Innova Bunker Buster is if the Condor and an Innova Condor and a fairway driver had a baby. This is what would pop out. Now, granted, there was a previous Bunker Buster that never got PDJ approved, but this one's a little different than the other Bunker Buster. It's a little bit. I think it's a little bit deeper. It's also a little bit more overstable. So if you like the Bunker Buster, if you like the Proto Bunker Buster, and you think, oh, this Bunker Buster is going to be great, well, guess what? This one might be even better for you. And if you've never thrown the Bunker Buster, and you need something that's overstable, but a kind of a heavy disc, so you need like something that might stop, this might be your disc. This could be your disc, legitimately. The Bunker Buster is one of the most craziest discs in the Doomsday Disc lineup, and for obvious reasons. So, let's go over the list again. So we have the Rot, the Landmine, the Gloom, the Crisis, the Flat Earth, and the Scavenger. And then we have the drivers. So, Bunker Buster, Cataclysm, Flying Guillotine. And then last but not least, if you win Super Doomsday Dubs, you will be presented with this first place disc. And if you really win first place, you will get this one right here, the special pinky one. So, show up to the event. Super Doomsday Dubs 2 on Disc Golf Scene. Sign up now. Space is limited. 44 seats available. That includes me. So I may not play in the event as an official competitor, but if you want your spot now, reserve your spot because June 10th coming around the corner. June 10th, Monday at Pontiac Oaks Park, the Hawthorne Park course. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a good one. And guess what? You will like Super Doomsday Dubs. And if you've never played Doomsday, if you've never played with Doomsday Disc before, this is a great entry point for you. You will enjoy your time playing with these. And if you were out here last year and you're gonna come back out again, great. And if you like Doomsday Disc, but you've never had the opportunity to play, guess what? Show up anyway. Show up to Hawthorne Park. You like playing at Hawthorne Park? Show up. We have a spot for you. So, guess what? 44 people. So be prepared. Be square. And here's the other thing. If you like these Doomsday Discs in your lineup, if you like some of these Doomsday Discs, or want to see other Doomsday Discs in the Doomsday Disc lineup, show up to doomsdaydisc.com, DOOMSDAYDISCS.com. Use code franchise player, FAR or franchise player, FRANCHISEPLAYER at code for checkout. 10% off on all discs except for player packs. 10% off on all discs and products, and $4 flat rate shipping on all discs, regardless of order value. Have a good day, everybody. See y'all soon. And I'm out. Bangers.